Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Maryland Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of 30 Inks 30 Days. How is everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are in the world. It occurred to me that I forgot to brush my hair. Shh, don't notice. Alright, today we're looking at a pinkish grayish ink. Hello, Irish drummer boy. How are you doing today? Are you having a nice day? We have this pinkish grayish looking ink, or as I like to say, a murky green, pink ink. This one is Birmingham Pen Company Chrysan Themum. Their reason for the chrysanthemum instead of chrysanthemum is because they couldn't fit it on their bottles. On their 30ml bottles, I think. Doing fine. How are you? I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Alright, here is our ink swatch. Let's do the water resistance test. 1 little droppy drop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little droppy drops. Smoosh it about a little bit. Give a little swizzle, see if anything comes up. Oh, a little bit of ink came up, but it does have a little bit of water resistance. Interesting that the green bit came up, and the pink didn't. That's very interesting indeed. I totally thought that it would have been the opposite. I thought that maybe the green bit would come up, the pink bit would come up and leave the green behind, but nope. And here is our toilet paper chromatography. We can see that this ink is compiled of a pink ink and a greenish teal ink. Interesting. And maybe even a little black in there. Very nice, very nice. Okay. So, Irish drummer boy, where do you come from? Do you enjoy fountain pens, ink, and paper? Tell me all the things. Where do you come from and where are you going? Start at the beginning, and when you get to the end, stop. I was born a small blue egg. Here, and let's do some paper review, shall we? So, I find that some of these were very cooperative, others were not. So, this is the Pen and Gear Memo book from Walmart.com. We're going to zoom in so I can see better. Oi. This is the Pen and Gear Memo book from Walmart.com. Feather like a chicken, blend to the page. What kind of paper do you like to use? This is lightweight traveler's notebook paper. A little bit of shading, no feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is super lightweight traveler's notebook paper. Had trouble grabbing the page. No real feathering and no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting though. This is Moleskin 70 GSM. Oi. Feather like a chicken, blend to the page. Field Notes Journal. Oi. Feather like a chicken, blend to the page. You are in Husky Boyo. Oh, Brett. Yesterday I thought I would check out your stream. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I am a reviewer of fountain pens, ink and paper. And on my Twitch channel, I teach calligraphy. If you look in the description, you can click on my channel. In the playlist section of my YouTube, there will be classes to calligraphy over there if you're interested. Let me see if I can show you. Here is the playlist section of my profile. We have dip pen calligraphy, modern fountain pen calligraphy, fountain pen calligraphy 101. We have all kinds of different classes, introduction to calligraphy. If you are interested and you have no idea where to start, the introduction to calligraphy is always a good bet. Okie dokie. I also teach calligraphy over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Miss Marilyn Darling. And we have a Zoom calligraphy class on Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific. I should write this down. Wednesday. Miss Marilyn Darling. And then Sunday is and the link will be at Marilyn Darling on Instagram. The link to the Zoom will be on Instagram, that is. There. So, if you're interested, come hang out with us. Wednesdays out at 2, both of these are at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. PST. 2 p.m. PST. That's Pacific Standard Time. There you go. And now I have a little sign that I can show people. But here we review fountain pens, ink, and paper. And today we're doing an ink. Sometimes we do calligraphy with ink. Today we will be doing a small sample of that in just a minute. So I usually show a pile full of papers, and then we do a little sample of writing, and then we do a comparison. So this is Fabriano Eco Qua 85 GSM. A little sample there. It's got a little bit of feathering and a little bit of ghosting. This is really helpful for deciding if you want to buy a journal or a memo book or a pad of some sort of paper and you're not exactly sure which inks go well with what type of paper. This is this is Cult Pens 120 GSM paper. Hi Will, how are you doing today? Are you having a nice day? This one feathered like a chicken, blood due to page. Too bad. This is an idea notebook. There's what that looks like on the back. 2 days in a row. I'm doing well, good. This one has a little bit of feathering, bleeding, and ghosting. This might also have to do with the pen that I'm using. Today, we are using the Fountain Pen Revolution Himalaya in Amethyst with an Ultra Flex nib. I love the Ultra Flex nib. It's my favorite. And the chatoyancy of these pens is just to die for. Excuse me. Okay, idea notebook. Oh, it's got a little bit of feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is 68 GSM Tomaway River. Relatively good stuff, beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting though. This is Midori MD. Where is it? There we go. This is Midori MD paper. Does that say made in Japan? It is. It's made in Japan. Alright, cool. A little bit of shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. So, hi Wumble Bumblebee, how are you doing today? I can't speak to you right now. Mommy's busy. Alright, this is Office Depot, Office Max. Feathered like a chicken, bled to the page. How you been, Wumble Bumblebee? Eco Jot. Most of these you can look up the name of them online. This is where that one looks like. Or if you have one of these, you'll know what's gonna happen with the certain types of paper. This one's got a little bit of wiggle, bled to the page. Been to see my sister tonight. Oh, how is your sister doing? Cosmo Air Light 75 GSM. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is the Jot Journal from the Dollar Tree. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding. Ooh, little tiny bit of bleeding right there. Tiniest bit of ghosting. This is Saustrine Greens all over the world. Handel's Compagnie. Or Handel's Company. She bought herself a gorgeous watch. Oh, that's exciting. I haven't had a new watch in... can't even remember how long. Oi. See these little tiny bits coming out? That's feathering. It's like a perfect example. Kind of looks like a chicken. And these little dark bits coming through, that's bleed through. But if it's just ghosting, it looks kind of like the back side of the paper's got, you can see it through the paper. That's ghosting. So this one, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is Clairefontaine. There's what that looks like. Claire Jordan. Clairefontaine. 90 GSM. This one has a little bit of feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Too many pennies for us, folks. I know the feeling. I got my last watch with 2 phones ago. So, however long ago that was, 2018, I think. Alright, this is Ayush. There's what that looks like. This is 100 GSM notebook paper. Has some beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, and barely any ghosting. Ooh, my tower's gonna fall. Don't you fall, I'll be cross. Alright, this is Mormon Nemosity 80 GSM dot grid. And there's what that looks like. Oops. Maromon is at the bottom. This one is also made in Japan. 80 GSM dot grid. It's got a little bit of feathering, and it bled to the page. Too bad. Here, that. Alright, this is Oxford Optic paper. This is a really cool type of paper. It comes with an application that you can download, and when you take a picture of the paper, it saves it in the application. And it has these little corners in it that knows how to orientate the paper in the image so that way it comes out flat, which I think is really cool. I think all phones should do that. So this is Oxford optic paper. A little bit of feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. I like a used paper, good stuff. Yes, that's definitely an Indian type paper, I think. Oh, it's gonna fall. Oh, there she goes. Dang it. This is made in... It doesn't say where it's made. I assume it's made in India, but I could be wrong. Eventually. Manufactured by Ayush Paper in collaboration with Eventually. AyushPaper.com. Okay, this is Exceed 100 GSM notebook paper from Walmart.com. Feathered like a chicken, blood to the page. This is Archer and Olive 160 GSM notebook paper. Little bit of wiggle, no bleeding, no ghosting. Oh, tiny bit of ghosting right there. First time it's ghosted. This is New Eco. There's what that symbol looks like. Feather like a chicken, blood to the page. Pen and Gear Poly Composition Book. This one is from Walmart.com. There's what that looks like. This one was relatively cheap. Feathered like a chicken. Little minimal amount of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Alright, this is Wide Ruled Up and Up. This is from Target.com. I think they still have Up and Up. I am surprising that ink feather on Clairefontaine because tolerant paper. Yeah, I have had certain inks completely bleed through Clairefontaine and Rhodia, and they're made by the same company. Up and Up, Wide Rule Composition Book, not too bad, not too feathery, but blood to the page, too bad. True Red Composition Book, this one is from Staples.com. Oi, feathered like a chicken, blood to the page. This is number 15. Oh, and number 15 Apica 81.4 GSM notebook paper. Ooh, even Apica. Look at that. There's a little. That might be my fat finger swipe. I can't tell. Nope, there's a couple of feathers in there. Ooh, and it bled through the page. It's one of the first one that's bled through the page. Wow. Alright, this is Milky Colored Drawing Paper from Daiso. Beautiful shading, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. This is View Corona 52 GSM notebook paper. Oh, there's a couple of little feathers. Minimal amount of feathering and bleeding and ghosting. This is the Nanami 7C 68 GSM Tomaway River. No feathering. Little bit of ghosting. The problem with gum Arabic is that it might lessen the amount of feathering. It might increase it because the gum Arabic any type of gum holds on to water, and the longer that it holds on to water, depending on what the paper is made of, will either absorb it or will evaporate it. If it's not treated and it doesn't have anything to coat the paper, then it's going to absorb and feather out. But if it's coated, this pelican paper is coated, and even it feathered like a chicken, bled through the page. So, tiniest bit of bleeding. So sometimes it really doesn't matter what it's made out of. It could have a little tiny hint of some sort of it could have some sort of alcohol in it. Maybe not rubbing alcohol, but maybe another type of alcohol that makes it bleed through the page. CVS Caliber notebook paper. Most excellent. No feathering, no bleeding, and barely any ghosting. Oxford notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Mead 5-star notebook paper. Feathered like a chicken, bled to the page. This is the Pen and Gear heavyweight notebook paper from Walmart.com. This one's pretty good stuff. No feathering, no bleeding, and no ghosting. HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. Feathered like a chicken, bled to the page. This is JNB Copperplate Graph Pad from JohnNeilBooks.com. Feathered like a chicken, bled to the page. Original Crown Mill 100 GSM laid paper. Feathered like a chicken, bled to the page. Rhodia Dot Pad 80 GSM. Minimal amount, no feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Most excellent. And just for funsies, this is vintage Mead paper that my roommate gave me. Feathered like a chicken, bled to the page. Wow. Very interesting indeed. Just fix something. Papers don't get blown all over the place. Okay, let's do a comparison panel. Let's do a comparison panel. See where this ink lies. I think it's a purple ink. I could be wrong though. Let's use this level. Okay. Gotta tape down my desk so it doesn't fly away. Tie down my paper so it doesn't fly away. Okay. Then I'll zoom this out. Zoom it in, move this about a little bit. Okay, I think this is a purple ink. Let's just take a peek in the pink department. Violet B. Marilyn, Zeus, Ebenezer, Danny, Carmine, Akibi, no. Cherry Blossom, Birmingham Cherry Blossom, Novalar Orchid, no. Frosted Orchid, Cuprin, okay. Let's take a look in the purple department. I think that this is going to lean more purple than pink, but we will see. This is somewhere between purple and pink. Pen BBS 270, super close. Yurimeko Kyuko, kind of close. No. Damson is kind of close. This is one of those weird colors. It's somewhere between pink and purple and kind of in the grayish department. I mean, Harmony is getting there kind of close. Barossa Guilt is kind of close. No. Purple Dream, no. Just for people who are wondering, there's Lamy Dark Lilac 2016. No. 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 Ooh, Slight Snow might be a little darker, but it's kind of close. There's 2024 Dark Lilac. 2016 Lamy Dark Lilac. Well, what did you guys think about? Hi, Obs. How are you doing today? And dusty purple. Yes, it does seem to be a little dusty. Oops, what did I do with my... What did you guys think about today's review? Are you guys thinking thoughts about getting this ink? Do you have this ink? Let me know what your thoughts are on this ink in the comment section below. And that's all I've got for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe. Ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all, so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. Check out my new website. Join the calligraphy class. Check out the paper reviews page. Join our Discord. Share your adventures over there with us. I am an affiliate with Atlas Stationers and Pen Boutique. When you use my links, I get a small commission so that I can make better content for all of you. Thanks are appreciated. So, get out there and enjoy your life. Be with the people you love. Tell them you love them. And I love you to pieces. Okay, love you. Bye.